All right, let's get started. Welcome to the 2016 JMP Cup Canadian National Account Coordinator presentation. My name is Mackenzie Burton, and presenting alongside me is Rebecca Stevens and Cameron David. We're all very excited to be presenting this year's 2016 goal wrap-up, as we're very proud of our accomplishments. I'm going to do a quick overview of the NAC team and the 2016 highlights, and then Cam and Rebecca will jump into the specific goals. We currently have 15 people that make up the NAC team, with 2 more joining us at the end of this month. Our soon-to-be 17-person team manages the distribution to over 90 concepts from 9 different warehouses across multiple time zones. As you know, we're national in Canada, and we service almost 4 million square miles, all while maintaining 372 different order guides. Our group is a diverse bunch. For instance, I came from the media industry. Rebecca came from logistics and operations at Target. And Cameron was the football equipment manager at the second best university in Michigan. And our different backgrounds lead to diverse ways of thinking and problem solving. As a NAC, it's one of our main roles and responsibilities is to problem solve for our customers. Having a team with such a wide range of backgrounds and experiences allows us to always supply our customers with the best possible solution. 2016 was the year of new business for the Canadian team. We were happy to report it's all new business and no exits this year. I like to summarize the new business and expansion as the big 3, with the first being MTY. New concepts under the MTY umbrella led to tripling our business this year. I personally had a lot of interaction with this group's onboarding, lending a hand with Taco Time, Country Style, Mr. Sub, and Jugo Juice. Rebecca is also no stranger to the beast that is onboarding a customer, as she helped with Mary Brown's. GFS only serviced the Atlantic region for Mary Brown's, but this year we expanded business to BC, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, and Ontario. On top of that, we onboarded a completely new diner concept, different than the quick service models that are available in the other DCs. This expansion increased our Mary Brown's business from 1.5 to 14.5 million. Our last of the big 3 in 2016 is Burger King. We're still in the process of onboarding BK and expanding their business from 2 DCs to a total of 7. Once this expansion is complete, our sales will have doubled to 120 million. Before Cameron and Rebecca dive into the specific goals, I wanted to briefly touch on the fact that without the amazing teams here in Grand Rapids and in Canada, we wouldn't have been able to be as successful as we were. There are more than 15 teams the NACs communicate and coordinate with on a regular basis. We obviously work closely with our logistics and pricing teams, but we collaborate daily with the teams that nationally span Canada. We wouldn't be able to serve our customers the way that we do without the teams represented on this slide. The best way to describe the NAC's role and the extent of our collaboration with the other teams is by using some football lingo. We see ourselves as the quarterback of each account we handle. We are typically the first person our customer goes to, and it's our job to make sure the other teams are aware of the game plan, be it an LTO, menu change, or a game plan for dead stock. As one of our fearless leaders always say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Thank you. All right. One of our goals this year was dead stock reduction. An item is considered dead stock when it has had no sales for 8 weeks or 26 weeks for a slow-moving small wares item. The main reason we want to reduce dead stock is to reduce the costs that are associated with it. This includes costs due to storage, shrinkage, damage, and the cost of money, which includes inflation, interest rates, and exchange rates in the case of Canada. We also need to take in consideration that some customers have product in outside storage, which is an additional cost to us that oftentimes the customers are not paying for. We have many processes and tactics that we use to remove dead stock in the DCs. We work with our customers to explore all options. This includes forced distribution, selling at a discount, returning to the vendor, and donating or disposing product. For product disposals or donations, we created an automated dead stock disposal master. This way we're allowed to be on the same page with all of the DCs, and this ensures that all costs associated with disposing or donating are offset by customer paid debits. We have many strategies that we use as well that allow us to be proactive instead of reactive. This way it allows us to come to a solution with our customers before an item is even considered to be dead. We use the tools and teams that are available to us to monitor actual usage versus projected usage in LTOs and promos and determine which products propose a real risk to us. We also look at vendor minimums as well, as oftentimes large POs are brought in for quantity price breaks to the customer. So working with the customer and these vendors also allows us to reduce our long inventory. The key to success with dead stock is using the tools available to us. Weekly dead stock reporting, potential dead stock reports, long inventory reports, and working very closely with our logistics team to monitor and track inventory. Constant communication and understanding expectations with the customer and our internal teams are essential. In previous years, our goals have been based off of a percentage decrease from the year prior. This year, our goal was based on a set dollar figure that progressively decreased by each quarter throughout the year. As you can see, we were able to exceed our goal for each quarter by this year, and our average decrease for Q1 through Q4 was $44,997. We're extremely proud to have greatly reduced the amount of dead stock over the years. As you can see, from 2012 to 2016, there's been a drastic reduction in dead stock. 2016, our national average for the entire year finished at $127,753, which is a decrease of over 25% from 2015. Directly correlated, as I mentioned earlier, is long inventory reduction. Our long inventory goal for this year was $1.75 million. We finished the year at $1.1 million, which was $700,000 below our goal.
First of all, I'd like to mention to the group I have nothing but the utmost respect for my colleague Mackenzie and her strong affiliation with the University of East Lansing. However, I'd be remiss to mention as a disclaimer that her opinion may or may not reflect the opinion of others in front of you, and I'd like to instruct you to take your own information into consideration before making your final decision. Here at Gordon Food Service, we like to balance results and relationships. This metric is an example of the relationship side of our business. Each year, we conduct a NAC survey to our internal team members to better gauge how we're performing on a day-to-day basis. One of our key cornerstone values is customer is king. Well, without firing on all cylinders with our internal teams, we really can't reach that end goal to the best of our capabilities. So every year we send a survey out to our internal team members, which includes the teams here in Grand Rapids, our logistics and pricing analysts, as well as the customer care reps and national account managers in the divisions, to gain feedback on what we're doing well and where there are opportunities for improvement. As a result, this helps us to build better partnership with our internal teams and understand our strengths and opportunities and how to go forward. As a whole, a stronger team equals better service to our customers, and that is the why is for this metric. As to the how, we can send out a consistent survey every year to these team members, asking the same questions to gain feedback so we can track our progress year over year. This is done yearly in yearly intervals and allows us to recognize our top performers and also find opportunities for continued improvement. As you can see in this graph here, it tracks some different metrics in terms of our communication skills with our internal team members. On the bottom x-axis, you can see some different metrics on which we are graded, which includes availability for questions and response times, as well as our overall helpfulness and attitude, just to deal with on a daily basis. As a whole, we have trended higher between 2015 and 2016, and we are very proud of this. Another thing I'd like to point out is that we are graded on a scale of 1 to 5. As you can see, for both years, we are trending above 4.0 in all categories as a group, and we are very proud of this fact that our team is performing at a high level, but we still want to strive to do better each year. This other metric grades a webpage that we manage called Team Room. Team Room, for those of you who don't know, contains all account-specific information for our internal teams to look at on a daily basis. This includes customer-specific order guides, information regarding item transitions or subs for different items, as well as LTO or promotion information for these customers. As you can see, we've made even greater strides between 2015 and 2016 in these metrics. One thing I'd like to point out as a key point of feedback from 2015 involved the order guides and team room. Prior, as Mackenzie mentioned, we managed roughly 372 order guides as a NAC team. We'd have to run each individual order guide for a specific macro and format them prior to uploading to the web page. Our internal teams were complaining that they weren't getting uploaded in a timely manner and why there was no consistency as to when they reposted. As a result, this year, we created an automated process to help upload all the order guides in a timely fashion, and now they're all posted to the team room page no later than the 2nd of each month. And our team has given us great praise for this as a result, and we're very proud of that.
Customers have access to this, or is it
Customers,
internal?
it's just for internal teams only. So that way, for example, when customer care reps might get asked a question about a specific item that is offered on a customer order guide, they don't have to come to us and try to track it down. They can go directly themselves and find information and better service individual locations.
So our next goal this year was SKU reduction. We list thousands of SKUs in each DC, and our goal is to reduce them so we can better and more efficiently manage our inventory. There are various reasons why it's important for us to decrease our SKUs. A smaller amount streamlines our buying and receiving process, ultimately making our warehouses more efficient. Reduced SKUs also translates to reduced safety stock, meaning less money on our books. And also, since we're indeed growing and bringing in new business, we are aiming to open up new slots for those new customers. There are a few specific things we do in order to attain our goal for SKU reduction. First, we receive monthly reporting on the SKUs for our specific accounts. This allows us to be aware and manage our customers' SKUs. Also, during onboarding, menu changes, or transitions, we're careful and selective when deciding what SKUs to list. We'd much rather offer our customers an already open listed SKU. And lastly, it helps us identify slow-moving items because we would like to propose alternate higher-moving items that are comparable to the SKUs that they would like to list. This year, we exceeded our goal of a net reduction of 500. And I'd also like to point out that it's our 3rd year in a row that we had a net reduction of SKUs.
Another important metric that our team is graded on each year is our fill rate. As most people in the organization know, fill rate simply reflects the number of cases we ship out of the number of cases ordered by our customer base. The reason why this is an important metric to gauge is twofold. First of all, from a relationship standpoint, customers can better service their patrons if they have the products they need when they require them. This in turn helps build trust and solidify relationships with said customers if we are able to execute at a high level. Quick example I'd like to point out, as Mackenzie earlier mentioned, we have been gaining a lot of business over the last year. We have another customer with which we are currently in negotiations, Boston Pizza. They track our fill rate through a metric and they compare up against Cisco, which services them in other divisions. Period over period, we've consistently performed at a much higher level than Cisco. And as a result, we are currently in negotiations to get a greater share of their business. Even in some DCs where we may not have space to service them, they are looking to find any way possible with which we can find a way to make it work. So they would like to partner with GFS going forward. And then from a financial standpoint, just saving on time and cost of recoveries is critical for avoiding shorts. Anytime we have to dive in to find ways to send out couriers or overnights to locations, it take away from being proactive with other customer concepts. And as a whole, backs us up as a team. As for the how we manage the fill rate, we have a daily reporting run by our logistics team called the STIP report. We review this with them, and the customer can have it sent to them as well, so we can have as many sets of eyes on inventory as possible. We also make sure to give ample notice to our purchasing teams within the divisions anytime the customer is running a limited time offer promotion to make sure they can appropriately ramp up inventory. Also, anytime there's an item transition, we make sure to notify purchasing teams as well. So that way they are timing it out exactly right, so that way we're winding down on an old item and ramping up for the new item. Our collaboration with our internal teams, both logistics and the divisions, as well as with the customers, helps us to exceed a high fill rate and better service our customers overall. This graph tracks our fill rate period by period over the last several years. Back in 2013, we were operating at a fairly good 99.42% fill rate. At that time, we were still 3 years removed from Optimize and locating us all in Grand Rapids, so we were still working on ways to better improve our processes. In 2014, we skyrocketed 99.55% fill rate, and we're really starting to understand our true potential to better service our customers. We decided to set our goal for the next year to lofty 99.6 to see if we could achieve it. At the end of 2015, we moved up even higher to 99.64. Still wanting to further stretch the limits, we wanted to increase our goal to 99.65 for the year 2016. The numbers have finally come in, and I'm happy to report that we've exceeded last year's fill rate and achieved a record fill rate of 99.66 for fiscal year 2016. Our team with our logistics team and our internal teams has helped make this possible. I also like to point out one more thing on this graph. This tracks the fill rate period by period. This next slide reflects another relationship and the total number of shorts we take period by period over the last several years. One key aspect I'd like to point out is in fiscal period 2, we typically see a large increase in the number of shorts to our national multi-unit customers. This directly coincides with the December month, and the reason for that is because of the holiday season. With irregular vendor schedules and GFS divisions being closed on certain days, it makes it a little bit tougher to recover to these customers during that time frame if anything goes not according to plan. We have made this a consistent effort to find ways to help bridge the gap, and this year we achieved a record growth in that regard, and have continued to find ways to better service our customers during this difficult time frame. This will continue to be a focus of ours down the road.
Sorry, can you go back 2
Yeah.
slides?
Oh. Yeah.
So, I might have missed this. Awesome, record fill rate of 99.66. What was the goal?
6.5.
Got it, thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Not only did we meet all of our goals for this year, but we set records. Dead stock values are the lowest that they've ever been, and we set a record fill rate with the help of our logistics teams. In addition to these achievements, we have also continued to put a strong emphasis on personal development and had 4 members of our team be selected for the Emerging Leaders Program in 2016. We are also very involved with our community, both inside and outside of GFS. Throughout the year, we volunteered consistently at Feeding America of West Michigan, the Renucci House, and the West Michigan Humane Society. We also partnered with our teams from the U.S. national chain side with these volunteer opportunities and these experiences, and we used these opportunities in order to network with different teams in our organization, and we used this opportunity to create cross-functional teams